a lot of times, we all go through things in life, whether it be just hardships growing up. A lot of people go through a lot of serious things, but it also tends to make people depressed, sad, stressed out. And I just want to let you know that a lot of the things that you go through are not necessarily for you. The things that you go through are for other people. And I tell my students that all the time. I tell my children that you go through things so that you can teach somebody else and help somebody else's life become better. There are things that you're able to handle that other people may not be able to handle. And so you may be able to give them that advice to show them the steps to take, right? So when it comes to business, I started doing business and not understanding business, but I had to go through all the struggles of, being an entrepreneur and not understanding what it takes to become a business owner. And so I had those failures, I had those ups and down moments. And so now I'm at an opportunity. I could sit here and be like, man, I'm so sad, I'm so depressed about, the fact that I've been through so much in my entrepreneurial journey. Or I can take the things that I've learned and say, all right, I see this young entrepreneur, I see this young business owner, I see this person with the right mindset. Let me take the information that I've gathered through my experiences and share it with them and help them so they don't have to go through the same red tape, the same pitfalls that I went through, coming up as a business owner. And that goes with every category. It could be with education, it could be with relationships. And then young people, look up to people who have completed what you're trying to complete. If you want to have a good marriage, you need to look up to people who have successful marriages. If you want to be a good business owner, get around people that are good business owners because they're going to be able to train you. If you want to have success in school, get around people who have been successful in school. Find those people to look to. Don't just look to any random person that hasn't been through what you're trying to get to, because they don't have that experience. So you need to learn from your elders. You need to learn from the people that have gone through certain things to get to the places that they're at. And don't be afraid. And the people who have gotten through things, gotten through tough situations, it's time to take all that information and pass it on to the next generation of people who are trying to get to that spot. Don't just hold on to that information. That's one of the biggest problems, and especially in the minority community, is like there's no information being transferred. So, a parent can go through something, and it's supposed to be that the child doesn't have to go through the same thing the parents have gone through. But, there's been generations where the parents have gone through things and haven't passed that information over to their children. And so then the cycle then continues. And so we need to begin to take the information and start our children out at the level that we're at. So when our kids turn 18, 19, 20, they're at our level at 25, 30, 35 versus starting back over at age 18. I think we can set up a lot more young people to be successful. Even like one of the biggest things is like property, young people owning property. A lot of times our parents haven't owned property, and so we don't even have an understanding of what it takes to own property. But if you're a real estate investor, or you understand what it takes to buy property, start training somebody. Train somebody to so that they understand where they need to be in order to start owning property, so that we can begin to break the curse of poverty. We can begin to break those generational curses.